What's up, YouTube? How you doing today? Got some updates for you on a few of these staking platforms, just the ones I'm involved in right now. BNB 25, of course, from yesterday, still going pretty strong, and BNB Capital and BNB Yield, which I'll get to shortly. But for now, BNB 25, I'm really happy with it so far. It seems to be functioning as advertised. They're actually doing some cool stuff with the community. They had a Zoom call this morning where I believe the lead developer or one of the developers was taking questions from people and walking through the platform and basically discussing a lot of what I talked about yesterday. He was showing off the presentation PDF, going over the features, and it was just really cool to see that they were trying to be transparent and interactive with their community, which cannot always be said for. Yeah, I mean that's good customer service. It's indispensable. So very cool to see that. And the chat just in general on Telegram, it's a very positive chat, very positive energy. I really like seeing how people feel about it. And I don't see it stopping anytime soon. But of course, anything could happen. So I will stay vigilant. But I'm pretty happy for now. As you can see, I have about 0.22 BNB for withdrawal. I'm not going to yet because you can only withdraw once a day. And I apologize for the fan on my computer if you hear that. It kind of has been kicking up lately, and I'm not too sure why. Might have to take it into the Apple Store or something, but bear with me if you can. In this website is, I believe, pretty resource intensive, so there is that, and worth considering if you're on an older machine or on your mobile phone. I've noticed it's not super mobile friendly yet, but that might change. So in the meantime, I would recommend using this on a desktop. So what else? What else? I do have, I think, a couple referrals. Yep, I'm very happy with whoever you are out there who used my referral links. Thank you. That's awesome. Very cool. And every little bit helps. But the thing about the referral link is that this link right here, this is not generated until you've made your first deposit on the platform. And as you can see, it's highlighting very slowly. So I'm gonna upgrade pretty soon here. So I hope you can bear with me until then, and I appreciate it. Yeah. So this link doesn't appear for you until you make your first deposit, which is kind of nice because it prevents people from just, I guess, profiting off of no initial commitment. And because otherwise, if you can imagine, people just connect their wallet, start spamming this link everywhere, and suddenly they're making all kinds of BNB without committing anything initially, which kind of seems like a crappy deal, honestly. But yeah, that's how that works. The percentage breakdowns are pretty typical from what you'd expect. And yeah, I only have just one deposit as of right now, 0.985. And yeah, so I'll be able to withdraw 25% of this every single day. So if you round it up to just like 1 BNB, for example, that means I'm getting 0.25 BNB payout every day. However, they do take 25% out of that to reinvest into the pool for sustainability reasons. And so, in fact, that instead of me getting 0.25 a day, it's more like 0.18. But that's still pretty cool. That means in 10 days I'll have made almost 2 BNB actually, even after those percentages are taken out. Very happy about that. Hope that it lasts for at least 10 days. I think that it will. So yeah, I would like to move on now to BNB Capital, which is still currently my favorite for a number of different reasons. I just really like it. I like how it's multifaceted. It's not only about loans, but you can also stake their proprietary tokens on the platform and generate a whole bunch every day, depending on what you put in. And as you can see, the price is pretty low right now, so that's especially a really good opportunity right now if you want to combine some BCL with some BNB and just create a whole bunch of liquidity pool tokens and start staking them. Because honestly, this has been on an upward trend in the last 2 or 3 days. It dipped down pretty. It went down to like 0.07, 7 cents, 9 cents. It's now back up to 12. So I personally think it can make it back up to maybe 50 or 60 cents. That's where it's been in the past, with an all-time high of like $1.30. So, that would be a nice stretch goal. But, I'll take 50 cents. Hopefully it gets back there soon. I think it will. So, yeah, I pretty happy with this. Haven't made any new loans. This is still just 0.65 in the bank, which I can unlock in a little over 2 weeks, I think. So, very cool. No, actually, a little over 3 weeks, sorry. So finally, we have BNB yield, which is, before BNB 25 came along, this really impressed me with the 30% reinvestment for sustainability. It was a pretty novel concept, and now BNB 25 has actually taken that and really developed it further with a few other features that will deter whales. But really, this is the first that I saw that tried making any kind of effort to discourage people manipulating the contract balance. And as of right now, I have one plan in motion. I think I used plan 4 maybe. Yes, plan 4, and that will be free to access in like 2 weeks. I put in 0.12. I'll be getting 0.39. Very cool. And yeah, there's not much else to say here. If you're familiar with BNB Stake, this should look pretty familiar to you. It looks like a pretty straightforward fork, other than some of these additional features like the 30%. I actually also like the fact that they don't show the current contract balance, although I was thinking about this earlier. I think this is just the total balance that from the platform's inception that people have deposited. I don't think this is the number that goes up and down with people withdrawing. I could be wrong about that. Someone I would like to clarify, but I like the idea of hiding that number because people were getting really fixated on it, especially with Squad Up and BNB Stake. And I could tell in the Telegram chats that people were fudding pretty hard based on that number. You could tell their eyes were glued to it as it went up and down. So if they have gone ahead and hidden that number from sight, I think that can go a long way. It's a little less transparent, sure, but the trade-off is also that you're not going to have people panicking so frequently as well. So just kind of my 2 cents on that. And yeah, so that's basically it, guys. There's a lot of these platforms out there right now. These are my favorites for now. They're the ones that I felt the most comfortable throwing some BNB into. But of course, anything could happen to any of these. None of them are guaranteed to last. So really use your judgment, your discernment, and be extremely cautious with any of these. You will see high returns, but you will also be risking quite a lot in that process. So be very wary. Anyways, guys, I'll talk to you later, and I really appreciate you checking in on my channel. As always, take care.